word. We got a special guest here in the studio. He's a kicker on the Chargers, and he's got a great nickname. Cameron Dicker, Dicker the Kicker. How are you, man?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah,
it is a good nickname, huh?
It's not bad, yeah. Well, by the way, who gave you that?
Science teacher in 7th grade. Kind of wild. It was named Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. G. He was a beast. I had him for 6th, 7th, and then 8th grade, they gave me a different science teacher. But he moved into 8th grade with our class too, and I could have had him for 3 years straight. But they screwed me at school.
So you were you were like a kicker from like 7th grade?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I started playing football in China in 5th grade. So I grew up in China, moved to the U.S. in 6th grade. Didn't play football that year, just played soccer. Then 7th grade, everybody in Texas plays football. So I was like, we're playing some football here.
Was that kind of culture shock, China to Texas?
It was weird. I thought I was going to be like riding horses to school. Like very genuinely, it was like, this is what I'm doing. And it turned out that I wasn't. I was just living, having a good time.
You're so young. I mean, this Friday Night Lights, the TV show, are you familiar with it or no?
To be honest with you, I've never watched it. It's really sad. I've been told I need to watch it all the time. My girlfriend's on my butt to get watching it, but I'll watch it now.
Yeah, I mean, apparently Texas high school football is everything there. Growing up, was it pretty much?
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So in high school, when I was 16, so my sophomore year, our state championship game was in front of like 40,000 people.
Oh, God.
And I was like a 16-year-old, and I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like every home game is about 10,000 people, and you're just like, what are we
And so normally, even in the TV show and the movie, it's, the quarterback is a star and all that stuff. So what's life like as a high school kicker in Texas? Are you being celebrated?
Oh, no.
Like you're the homecoming king and everything? Like, are you the man?
Not at all. I was loving life as a soccer player.
Oh.
Barely showed up to football things. I'd show up for games, show up for the practices when I needed to kick. Everything else, I was like, I'm going to be at soccer practice. I'm going to be doing my own. So they have I don't know if in California and stuff, you have football period in school. But we would do A-B schedules. So we had 4 classes a day. One of the classes was a sport class, so you'd really had 3 classes a day.
Okay.
And I never was in the football period. I was only in soccer period. Even through football season, it was all soccer. And then...
So you were soccer first. What position in soccer?
Center back, and then some outside back my freshman year.
So an enforcer.
Yeah,
big foot at the back.
I kind of like to be a dick on the field. That kind of works. It's like
Dicker I'll let you say it. I don't want to get fired.
It's like, that's the way I was.
Yeah.
It was just kind of funny. You put on an act.
But you seem laid back. You don't seem like a center back enforcer who's going to mess people up.
But you got to have fun. You got to have both sides. So you got to be the guy, like a guy's walking backwards and you kind of bump them. And then if they fall over, you're like, oh, dude, let me help you up. Like you play both sides of it.
This guy's slick. I like that. So let me ask, are you following USA Soccer and the Gold Cup and everything? Or are you just...
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. I've been watching a lot more of the Club World Cup.
Oh, what's your squad?
For the Club World Cup, I really like PSG. I think they've been dominant. Who doesn't?
Yeah,
but Al Hilal is awesome, too. I've been playing with them in FIFA since, 2021.
You're playing video games?
FIFA's the only one.
I forgot. This guy's young. He's 25 years old.
Yeah. FIFA's the only one. So in college in 2021, me and my roommate, who's one of my best friends, we would play FIFA, and we were like, maybe we'll start streaming. And we only played with Al Hilal. And it was so fun. We would just dominate people.
Wait, so were you streaming or no?
Nah.
Oh, you just thought about it.
Yeah, we realized we're in college. We'll probably say something stupid and
you get canceled or something.
100%.
So did you see the match against Man City the other night?
Oh yeah.
My family was at that game and they kept texting me, "This is insane."
I mean,
wow, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was such a cool.
All right, let's get to the NFL. Talk to me about life as a kicker with the Chargers. What's it like? I mean, you guys have Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh, big personality coach, quiet quarterback. How do you kind of fit into this thing?
Kind of quiet quarterback.
He's quiet, isn't he?
He's more quiet than others, but we do a lot of stuff together outside of football.
Oh, you guys hang a lot?
Yeah, so he's an awesome dude, very fun. Quiet around cameras, but not a quiet person.
Oh, interesting.
And so very vocal leader for the team, good person around. But Jim Harbaugh, I think, definitely helps bring that out. But Jim also brings everybody up into hey, be yourself, go have fun, and kind of has the culture of hey, you're loved in this building, so be yourself and have fun, which. So
it's funny, you give off the laid back, chill vibe, right? Jim Harbaugh's not like that. He's kind of intense. Yeah. So is there a clashing of personalities at all there?
No, I think he loves it. He always talks about how much he loves it. It's so funny. I don't know why. Every time I'm like somewhere with him, he's like, we were at the World Cup party here at Fox Studios.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
Okay.
And we were talking to somebody who's like, I just love how laid back and relaxed this guy is. And I just want to be like that. And I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
so pretty funny.
So we don't need to talk about specifically where you live, but I found out you live near me. Harbaugh lives near us. Are you going to bars with Jim Harbaugh hanging out?
Never.
After hours?
Never.
No.
We had a rule. They brought us somewhere, and he basically, in front of the whole team, was like, when we go out as a team, you can have a beer. I'd have no more than one beer, maybe drink half a beer, and then leave. That's the best way to do it. Is you drink half a beer, you show your face, and then you get home and go spend time with your family. And I was like, yes, that's a good
But
man.
you're a single guy. Does that apply to you?
I have a girlfriend. I've had a girlfriend for a
that's
long
right, yeah.
time, so I'm not out and about.
Listen, this guy's so rare. Your Instagram, you got a ton of followers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not normal for an NFL kicker, right?
Yeah, but we have fun. It's more than
But that's what I was going to say.
We have a good time.
Yeah. He's living the dream.
That's what life's about.
So I don't know how much you follow like this show, but I've kind of been bashing the Chiefs. I think their run has ended. I don't think they're making the playoffs next year. I'm just curious. Talk to me about
really?
Well, dude, their offensive line is a mess. Their Kelsey, I don't want to call him washed, but you saw the stats at the end of last season. He not quite delivering. The schedule's brutal.
But they find ways to win.
Well, that's
you got
the
to
thing.
give it to them. They find ways to win.
So they were 11-0 in one-score games in the regular season. There's no chance they're duplicating that. So if they go 5-6, that's now 6 more losses. I see they're like an 8-9 win team.
Yeah, I think our division also is going to be arguably the best division in the National Football League this year. I think the way that this division's trending is great. I think the other teams are coming up. I mean, technically, the Chiefs are kind of coming down from being the number 1 team probably for the last 3 years. So it's going to be interesting for sure.
Chiefs fans follow the show, so you can give them all the bulletin board material you want. Go ahead and say it.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
You can just say it. You're better than their kicker. Come on, you can say it.
I like Harrison Bucker. I think he's a great kicker. Nothing against him. Nothing against him.
But the division did get tougher. Raiders, all of a sudden, they're not a pushover anymore.
100%.
They got a real coach. You know,
100%.
they got, I don't know about their quarterback, but they're going to be like a 6-7 win team. And then Denver, they might have the best defense in the league.
Denver's going to be interesting. They're going to be a good team. I think the Raiders are going to surprise people. I think they're going to win random games that nobody thinks they should be. And then I think the Broncos are I think they're going to be a tough team to play.
Yeah.
For us and for anybody.
What's like the off-season regime? You see these guys, Derrick Henry running up hills with parachutes. All these guys working their butts off. What's a kicker doing in the off-season?
Same thing, you know?
Come on.
Same thing. You know, in Manhattan Beach, they got that sand dune.
Are you going there?
Never. I actually have never seen it.
Come on. You know, it costs like $1 to go there for the locals. Yeah.
You have to pay to go?
Yeah.
I
mean, you could probably sneak in and just say you're with the Chargers. You play? Are you good?
Play tennis? No.
You play any pickleball?
I love pickleball. I'm really good at pickleball. I'll like challenge anybody. Where am I looking? I'll challenge anybody to pickleball.
So I got a son.
This is my thing.
Who's ready to play tournaments, and he plays against a lot of people. So maybe he could play you. Well, I mean, we went to Chargers off-season mini camp.
Maybe not if he's playing tournaments. I don't play tournaments.
He's 14, bro. You could take him.
Oh, I could take him then. I feel pretty good.
So is there like a regimen you need to follow, like to hardcore in the off-season, like diet or any of that stuff? Or
no. Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, I eat decently well. I like ice cream, so I'm always going to eat ice cream. That's my biggest weakness. But working out, I go in the facility and still work out with our strength coach. I do like 4 days upper body, 2 days lower body a week.
4 days upper body?
Yeah, he just splits it up.
Oh yeah, you can't do legs every day.
Yeah, you gotta look. You gotta look
get
good.
the sun's out, guns out.
You gotta look. We actually do like no arms. We don't believe in it. We do some like 1 day a week maybe, but it's not about looks. I'm about function more than looks, and that's like, my goal is to be one of the best at pull-ups on the team, and then we do neck workouts, and I'm trying to just like destroy people in the neck workouts.
Wait, how many pull-ups can you do just jumping on the bar?
Not that many, like 16.
I mean, that's probably pretty good for a kicker. Kickers.
It's pretty, just for a kicker, it's wild. That's pretty good for most people. I'd say most dudes in the National Football League, that's a pretty good if they're doing real pull-ups. Like, I'm doing like full normal pull-ups.
Chin above the bar.
Yeah, like, no, you go all the way down to like touch the bar to your chest all the way down.
16, that's pretty good.
Yeah, neutral grip.
Oh, geez. Yeah, he's serious. I would say we could have a pull-up
We got
contest,
5 grips.
But
Yeah.
I don't think I could do 60. I'm
No,
probably like
right now
11.
what we're trying to do is do 30-second hang, 30-second hold, 30-second hang, 30-second hold. And I've got 30, 30, 30, and then on the hold at the top, I was holding it in my hands. I didn't have the grip strength, and my hands fell out, but I still held my arms like this when I hit the ground.
Jeez.
And I was at 23 seconds. I was 7 seconds short.
Well, I forgot kickers have to tackle sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing the neck workouts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you have any memorable tackles from the last couple seasons, or not really?
No, really just college. I got a targeting call on me,
Stop.
but I got run over.
Come on. You got trucked
Yeah,
and they called targeting
I'm
on you?
really bad at tackling. I do it. Any kids watching don't tackle how I do.
Right.
In my position, all I need to do is get the guy on the ground, and I know that. I need to learn and do a better job at doing clean tackles so I don't hurt myself. But I just throw my body in there. I'm just like, as long as this guy hits the ground,
Yeah.
I've done
Well, you
my
were a
job.
center back in soccer, so you
Yeah.
know how to kind of, yeah. All right, so you mentioned Texas. Obviously, you
Mm-hmm.
went there. You were, I believe, a 2 or 3 time All-American, kind of a legend. Is that
I don't know
accurate?
that.
Maybe it wasn't
Maybe
All-American. I might have butchered that.
I was
Bottom line is you were
all-conference
really
once,
good.
yeah.
All-conference, there we go.
I was good,
Yeah.
but like I think I was good in a bad time of Texas football, so that's why it like helps me, and I made big kicks. But my stats weren't great, if I'm being honest. I am doing a lot better now.
So, okay, we'll come back to Texas. But so if your stats weren't great,
Mm-hmm.
how did you get to the NFL?
They were good.
They were good.
They were good.
But it wasn't like you were 40 of 43 kicking field goals.
No,
Right.
I was not doing that well. I punted, so I was really good at punting, really good at kicking. So both of those, like, probably top 5, 10 in the country in those, I'd say.
Okay.
Then my first opportunity was actually with the Rams, and it was mainly kind of punting. But I was like, hey, I'm a kicker who can punt, not a punter who kicks. So
Okay.
through all the draft process, that's what I was telling teams. At the combine, I didn't punt. I just kicked. I went 15 for 15 on field goals, and then went undrafted. And I was like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the dream everybody talks about. Went to the Rams, and they cut me after the first preseason game, and I was like, geez.
Did you even get a chance to kick in that game?
Yeah, I kicked and punted.
Okay.
And so I kicked, punted, and kickoff, so I did all 3. Then the Ravens picked me up after I did 5 days of workouts, and I kicked and punted in that game. Did really well in both games. Probably had the best punts in my career ever in my life in the Rams game. It was
Yeah.
against the Chargers. And then signed with the Eagles, and it's just kind of like a blessing, you know? I think there's a lot of people who are really talented, and a door doesn't open for them, or when the door opens, they don't take advantage of an opportunity. So just kind of taking advantage of the opportunities when God opens the door.
What do you think happened with the Eagles? Was it your performance or just right place, right time?
They needed a kicker. I was available. Jake Elliott got hurt. I think it was against Jacksonville. They like slid into his foot, and so they needed a guy for a week. It was me and another guy, and they brought us in to kick. I won that kicking kind of challenge between the two of us, I guess. And they signed me. I sat in their room for like 6 hours, just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I here? Are you guys signing me or not? And it was pretty funny. I sat in their draft room, and it was just me alone. I called one of my best friends, and he was teaching me magic tricks because I was like, I'm so bored. Like, I don't know what to do here.
Do you think this was a test by the Eagles, or
No
they
clue.
forgot you were there?
No clue. By the time they were like, hey, we're going to end up signing you, I'd learned like 2 magic tricks.
Oh,
and I was like, let me show you these magic tricks before we sign these papers. And they let me do it. I performed 2
Did you really
tricks.
say that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that attitude.
I don't
man.
know if they videoed it, but I performed 2 tricks. And then the third one, they brought some more people in, and I just butchered the
you
third
bombed
one.
it. Yeah,
I didn't know the
happens.
trick. I just tried to do it.
So you're just learning magic on the fly. I like that, man. That's a good
Yeah,
vibe.
I don't know it anymore.
Yeah, I think. By the way, I hate magic. I think it's so fake. You just know that it's not real. It's some
Have you been to the Magic
Castle. Yeah, we went there.
And you think that was fake?
Well, it was kind of cool to watch it, but I just think it's just dumb.
It's cool when you know what they're doing.
But how do you know what they're doing?
I kind of
Oh, you're a
learned
quick
some of this
study.
stuff.
Okay, all right.
But when you know what they're doing, but you can't even spot it, that's when I think it's cool. Like, these guys are so talented. Their sleight of hand is like so quick.
So I think of that with like pickpockets in Europe. Have you seen those
Super
videos?
talented
Now,
people.
That is talent. Because
I
they're just
completely
stealing
agree.
your
Talent
stuff.
used in the wrong way.
Yeah, like I'm a backpack in the front guy when I go overseas, but who cares? Let's go back to Texas real quick. Obviously, Sarkisian, Arch Manning. Are you following Texas football closely? Any thoughts on Arch Manning this season at Texas?
I'm really excited for him. I think he's going to do really well. I've been a big fan of his since he's been like a freshman there, just because like one of my first times working out there, when I went back, he walked up to me in the weight room and was like, "Hey man, I'm Arch, great to meet you. I've been following your career. Like, it's cool to see you do well."
Wow.
And I was like, damn, that's a cool dude. Like, for a quarterback to come in and like be a big dude, big name like him, and come up and introduce himself to anybody in the building is like, oh, okay, that's like a very normal person. And he's just like a normal guy enjoying college, and I think ready to go have a good time.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get a prediction.
Oh boy.
The Chargers this season, Super Bowl. What do you? The AFC Championship. Does Herbert get his first playoff win? Do you hit a game-winning field goal? What's going on? Give me some.
We're for sure having to get at least one playoff win. Like I think we're gonna win a couple more, but I have no clue. I never actually like set goals for the season.
What about in life? Do you set goals in life at all, or no?
No.
You just like a wake up and this is today. I don't know. It's Tuesday.
I mean, just put your best foot forward and do the best you can in everything you do.
You're almost too laid back. Do you ever get that from people?
No.
No.
I mean, I don't think so.
I can't.
Maybe some people might feel that way, but I don't really care.
Man. So last question. So when you're hanging out with Herbert, you guys are tight, I would assume, or?
Yeah.
A lot of people will notice him in public, but not everybody.
It's funny. At times, yes. We went out to dinner the other night with these funny contacts in, and
what do you mean? Like colored
they're like
contacts?
Yeah, they're like colored contacts.
What color?
They were like red. So we looked like we were just like vampires. And we went out to dinner and we walked into the Salt and Straw and we're like standing there and both of us just eyes red. And we were like, this is incredible. Like walking past kids and they were like.
Did anybody know it was you guys?
Yeah. When we were checking out, this lady like gave him a $2 off coupon that she had on her thing. And then he didn't even pay for my ice cream. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
First of all, you got to go to the local spot. You can't go to Salt and Straw.
Salt and Straw is pretty good, but I like Manhattan Beach Creamery a lot more.
Obviously.
But Salt and Straw is like, it's fun. They have fun, funky flavors.
Never been there. I got to support
Really?
local. I got to support local. Yeah.
I had a cricket flavor. I did something with a cricket in it one time. It was really weird.
This guy with the red contacts, that's what him and Justin Herbert do. I love that.
Yeah.
Kind of want to hang out, man. I might have to hit you up.
We have a good time.
All right. Cameron Dicker, great stuff. Chargers kicker. He's a comedian also. I didn't realize that.